What's most important to live life? Try to answer the question, but I'll give you my answer. What's most important to live life is to make the right judgment at any moment. It's not gonna be easy, but that's all I can think. So if I go farther, because it's not usually just think of the moment that we live life. We think of the future, we think back in the past, we move around. But if the criteria is to make the best judgment at the moment, any moment, you cannot do that. You can do that as you wish for a certain amount of time, but if you do that for all of your time, I don't know if it's not going to be helpful, except to say that if you have a mission in life that you know, and you want to devote for that, that's a bit different. Not just thinking into the future or in the past, but you have some kind of vision. How you develop the vision will be very important. But if you really like what you want to do, and especially if that helps the society, I would suggest that you can just go for it. Because you may have so much energy to go over hurdles to make that dream to happen. But the dream or the vision of that nature may change. So you may need to be flexible. So in doing that, whatever you like to do for the future, you have to prepare so that you make the best judgment at any moment. To materialize your vision, or temme, I call it, it means order from heaven. We need to utilize everything we've got. So, in daily life, what I would do is to have a time for samadhi, meditation, calm and quiet mind, to not think of anything, but just stay in the moment. And when you do that, what I expect to happen is that you let go of any thought of the future or the past, but just sort of harmonize within yourself. Not just thinking in the brain, but also all the stuff going on in your body and heart. Thinking is not the right way, so it's just being aware of what's going on in the whole construct of who you are, from the mind, the body, or heart, and the muscle and the bones and everything. It may sound weird, but that's how we are living each moment. And if we cannot live in each moment the best we can, like I said at the beginning, it doesn't accomplish your vision. But if you have no mind, given the mission you want to achieve, then what happens in that state of meditation or samadhi or empty mind, no self, is that since you are not using your mind, just like you are in a sleep state or sometimes dream state, things just happen. The dream is when things just happen and pop up in the dream. But if you are deeper in your samadhi, you just optimize, harmonize the whole of you, all the past memories, events, feeling you had, and the desire you had here and there, they all start to harmonize, organize, synthesize themselves to make the most of it. Because it's that the nature's way of make the most of your life in each moment. So like I said at the beginning, given any moment, make the right judgment. That's what I said. And nature has a way of coming up with the right judgment for any moment. If you look at the trees and animals, how they grow every moment, they make the most. If the tree is broken, the branches or the dog lose the leg, they optimize or make the most of the situation to come alive with the best solution without them using the mind. So there's that faculty or the talent that is given to us because that's what made us to come on this earth, to live. All the ancestors of human and all the way trace back to the tree of life. It goes to some kind of protein or part of a DNA. One small species, living being, and connected was the life. Continued to this point in time where I am. So I'm alive as much as the original life alive billions, maybe millions of years ago. There's a connection, and behind that connection and life and death and passing on to DNA and experience to the next generation and all of that happen, and I'm here. And then added to that background, I have my mind, words of logic to use, create a vision, where to go. That's where I am. So within myself, there is that faculty or the talent or the laws of nature manifesting, and that resulted in evolutionary process of who we are, where I am. And then my vision and the dream and whatever happens would continue. But instead of being confined in the mind, but have a samadhi state to get into the state of kind of like a tree-like or animal-like state of being, only with mind, without the mind, no mind and no self, but with everything else, all the cells of the body and the nutrition process and all that, have a way of being manifested or processed by the way of nature without our mind involvement. So have that as a base and continue to relate to that. And out of that is the right option also related to the mind that may pop up. That's the wisdom and compassion that we have to keep on living and evolving into the future. I don't know if it makes sense to what I just said. But that's the process, evolution. That's where we are, what we do. And if we do that connection to the heart that I call with samadhi, that will bring out the best option from the core of our being, laws of nature to manifest. You call God or Amida Buddha, it doesn't matter what you call. And that's how we live. So you may still achieve the mission, or you may change the mission according to listening to the heart as you practice the idea of samadhi. Then that's how you live. And whenever you get stuck, you just go back to where that state of being, samadhi, is, and then come up with the idea. If not coming up, just stay in samadhi. And maybe that's the last thing that you do at the end of your life. There's nothing more you can do. And be in the moment. Let the nature to take place. Be happy and let things happen for the whole humanity to continue, hopefully. If you think it makes sense, or if you have a question, please comment. I'm curious. Have a good day. Thank you.